Hello friends, I am Raj Narayan and today I will discuss about serialization and deserialization. The process of separating data from an object is called as serialization, and the process of reconstructing an object on the basis of that data is called as deserialization. Generally in distributed applications, it is frequent requirement to carry an object from one mission to another mission, and to carry one object from one mission to another mission in distributed applications we have to use several steps. I'll explain, put concentration on this figure. Here we can see two missions are there, local or client mission and remote or server mission. On first mission we have to first step is to create an object on local mission which we want to send to remote mission. Okay, we are creating an object, student object. In that object, student ID, student name, student course, all the objects are fed. That then next step is to separate the objects from separate the data from the respective object. Then we are separating student ID, name, course from outside of that object. That particular process is called as serialization, which I have said. And then next step is to convert data from system representation to network representation. In the process, this process of convert data from system representation to network representation is called as marshalling. The marshalling process, we have converted data, then push the data to the network. In the then network will carry data from local mission to remote mission in the form of bytes. Here you can see in the form of some bytes the data is converting to the remote mission, and then we will see the steps at remote mission. At remote mission, first step is to get data from network, that we are getting the data, student ID, name, course from the network. In the process of on-marshalling, on the process of on-marshalling, we will convert data from network representation to system representation. On the completion of the process of on-marshalling, then we have to go through this serialization process because we have to create an object. Then in the process of deserialization, we are creating an object on the basis of the data. On the throughout total process, we are converting, we are carrying the data from one mission to another mission. Then if we want to perform serialization or deserialization in standalone applications, we have to use a flat file or a text file where we have to store serialized data. In Java applications, to perform serialization and deserialization, Java has provided two predefined byte-oriented streams like object output stream, that is for serialization, and object input stream, that is for deserialization. In standalone applications, to perform serialization and deserialization, we have to use file output stream to put serialized data in text file and file input stream to get serialized data from text file. That's it. Thank you.